Hi guys, so I was just going to do a little beginner opening vid. Okay, so I'm assuming that you have just got a little beehive at home, so I'm going to show you some tips and tricks on how to safely open it. So I mean safe for you and safe for the bees. So number one, smoker. Okay, honestly it's like your number one tool. Okay, it's the only reason that I can be out here with no suit on. You, of course, being a beginner, will be fully suited. Start with your smoker. Smoke the front of the hive where the bees are flying in and out into the entrance. Take off our hive lid, put it down next to you, but always still close to you in case you need to grab it for any reason or put anything in it. Okay, hive tool, there's different kinds, so yours might look different, don't stress about that, but all hive tools will have a flat end, and that's how you are going to lever up what we call the hive mat or the inner lid, so it will be stuck down. So use your hive tool to lever up each corner and then lift that off. So there will be bees under there, okay? And that's why, just in case, the very, very slim chance that the queen is on there, you place that just quietly and nicely next to you with the bees facing up. Don't ever just fling it off with no regard, okay? Always think about where the queen might be, because she's our most important little bee and we don't want to kill her. So now, because I've taken the lid off and all the light and all the air is coming in, the bees are coming up to see what's going on. So I'm going to give them a little waft of smoke there. Takes away their pheromones in case they were sending out any danger attack pheromones. Now, your choice here is to take out either the first or second frame. Don't ever go to the middle. Okay, again, it's all about keeping the queen safe. Your queen is 9 times out of 10 going to be smack in the middle where her brood is. So her brood being her babies. And so we are going to always check the outside. So when I say first or second, you'll get used to this as you keep going through beekeeping, but you can look down and sometimes our outside frame is really stuck to the edge of the box. And so that's going to be quite hard to get out. You can use your tool and try and lever it off first, but if it's really stuck, if there's heaps of what we call brace comb along the edges, and that's the wax that's connected from the sides of the box to the edge of the frame or even the frames together. If there's too much of that, it might be too hard to lift up. So take the first or second frame, like I say, flat hive tool to break it apart from the edges, and then use your hook tool, the hook side, to lift up the edge. Now, whenever you take any of your frames, they always go straight up. Okay, don't do it on an angle because you'll roll the bees. They'll hit each other on the sides. So you take that straight up. So you've got a frame full of bees here. Now, there are a couple of different options here. Some people have little frame holders, but some people, just like me, just lean it up against the side of the hive, either up like that or on the side. Doesn't matter too much. There's different reasons why you should do this way or that way, but either way, it's not a danger. As long as you keep them upright, make sure you're not just flinging them off. Be careful that there's always bees there and think the queen might be on there. Very, very slim chance, but she might be. And so now we've taken one frame out. You can then move through your hive frame by frame, because now you've given yourself this extra space down here. And so then you can get to the second one and you've got a lot more room to be able to lift it straight up, a lot less room to roll any bee. So each frame you come to, you do the same thing. You use your flat end to break it apart from the frame in front and then lift it straight up. Once it's completely out of there, whenever you're looking at your frame, either you're looking at your brood, finding your queen, you always have it over top of your hive like this. You don't bring it all the way over here, because if you drop it, you have a much greater chance of completely losing your queen in the grass or on the stones or wherever you are. So always thinking about where she is and doing things over top of your hive at the same time. So once you're finished and you've done all the things you need to do, remembering, of course, if you see more of these bees come up, intermittently give them a little waft just to remind them to calm down. So once you've finished, we just basically do the reverse. Again, using the flat end, push each frame together. Remembering, of course, that there is a bee space between these frames. So don't be scared about squashing them together. The bees will not be squashed in between because there's a space. Putting all your frames back in the same order that you looked at them, or the same order you took it out. This is that last frame the first one we took out. So of course it's the last one to go back in. Again, push them together. Give them a little smoke to make sure there's not too many on the top. Remembering again, when we put our hive mat back on, the only parts of the hive mat that touch are the edges, not the middle. Those bees will not get squished onto here because there's a gap. So, but smoking them makes them go away from the edges, and then we can put that again, same way back on, bees down. Hive mat, hive lid back on. Done.